I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
Well, against all of the odds, we've both summoned ourselves to the desk, haven't we, tonight?
I appear to be here. Yeah.
We are both operating at a subpar state. Yeah.
Yes, there is a disease in our midst.
Yeah. Yeah. Suffice to say, actually, separate diseases.
Yeah, this one, because we've stayed apart this week in order to not spread it, and we've both ended up with it anyway. So.
Yeah, you've caught it from an unknown origin, and I've caught it from small people being ill, and so that's So there will be additional noises, coughs, splutters, gurgles, all of the above. If I've got to blow my nose, I really cannot be asked to edit it out either.
No, I think people are just going to have to. I mean, people who've been with us now for some years will be used to this every so often.
Yeah, you've got to put up with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it just happens. It's part of our milieu.
Yes, that's funny enough. I've made that noise this evening.
Yeah, in a slightly different context.
Yeah.
So
we're both a bit crap this week, but we're here.
Oh,
we're still going to do it.
I've just busted my stress toy. Look at that. Oh no. Okay. Right. Good. That'll help.
Oh no. What? Oh no. Do I dare ask? Does it contain a liquid?
No, fortunately it doesn't.
Thank fuck for that.
It is a mechanical device, not a squidgy liquid-filled one. Otherwise, that'd be all over my jeans at this point.
Very good. Well, with something to be grateful for, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the jeans can have something else all over them. Anyway,
right. I've got a nice little beer standing by. I've got a winter porter, just as a medicinal one. It feels like it has medicinal qualities, and if it all gets a bit much, I do have whiskey standing by. But only
that always goes well, as
we
know.
Yeah, it does. And this is a regulated amount. I don't have access to replenish, so once it's gone, and it's not enough to do any damage.
Okay, I think we're all grateful for that.
Yeah. I'm more just sort of sore throat. That'll help. That's the theory.
Yeah.
Anyway. If it doesn't help, it will help me sleep later. So. Yeah.
Either way, it's important for well-being.
Yes. You got it. So.
Okay.
This week we come into it at 13:11. It's two truths, one lie. I rather handily, these were the statements I've got for you were pre-prepared and didn't rely on my brain today.
I think that's for the best, isn't it? Really. Yeah.
I don't know how your brain's going to fare. I thought they were quite good, but I just don't know. Part of me doesn't know. The other part of me probably doesn't really care at this point.
Doesn't really care anymore.
If you don't get a point, I think my brain will go, oh, actually, I do care. But if you get a point, I'm just going to move on, I think.
I think just park it for now. Yeah, deal with it another time.
Yeah. Okay, so have you got a thing to write it down on?
Oh, let's see. I've got a thing. Yes, I do. I'm all set.
Okay. Right, let me get to a perfectly serviceable place where I can get. Yeah, there they are. I knew I'd saved them somewhere. Good. Right. Are you ready?
That's kind of your part of it, is retrieving the questions.
Yeah. No, I hadn't forgotten where I put them. I got too many browser tabs open. That's my problem.
Oh, yeah, that can happen. Yeah.
That's my doing. Okay. Statement number 1. The Buick Reatta was one of the first production cars to offer a touch screen interface for climate controls and radio functions years, if not decades, before it became mainstream.
Oh. Okay, let me just. Can you just run through that one again for
Of
me,
course,
please?
of course.
I got. It may take a while this
Yeah,
week to
yeah,
just get the
yeah.
questions in. I got Buick Regatta had a touchscreen interface for radio.
Okay, we'll go at it again. Right, first off, it's
Okay.
now that I knew this would trip you up because it tripped me up. It's not the Buick Regatta; it's the Buick Reatta.
Can you spell that for me?
REATTA.
Thank you. It doesn't matter in any way, but I'd just like to be accurate. Okay.
It's a Buick Regatta without the G.
Without the G,
yeah.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. How weird. Okay.
The Buick Reatta was one of the first production cars to offer a touchscreen interface for climate control and radio functions.
That was it.
Years before, if not decades before, it became mainstream.
Okay. Okay, I think I have that down. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Right. Statement number 2.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh, God. A weird thing went weird. Okay.
You all right?
Yeah, number 2. Yeah, I'm sorted. Number 2. Yeah,
Technical
I'm all
words,
set.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right. It all adds to the drama. I like it.
I'll try and do it again in a
Yeah.
minute. Oh, God, it's gone with. I know, we're all right. Okay. Yeah.
It's not going to get tedious at all. Fucking hell. Oh, God, right. Get the spluttering out of the way.
Right,
Jesus.
I'm okay. Carry on.
Statement number 2. The Peugeot H2X was a hydrogen-powered concept that used a methanol reformer to create hydrogen on board. It was one prototype only, and it was unfortunately destroyed in a fire during testing.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
It does come with its own hazards, yes.
There are issues there, I think, if we're honest. You're using words like methanol and generating hydrogen on board, and then it was destroyed in a fire. Well, yes, I mean, obviously. Yeah. Okay.
Problematic, to say the least.
It could, unless you've made it up. But it's certainly extremely plausible.
Oh dear. Right. Statement number 3.
Number 3.
The Lotus Etna was a supercar concept powered by a Lotus designed 4-litre V8. It was meant to challenge Ferrari and Lamborghini. However, it was cancelled after GM pulled the funding.
Again, extremely plausible. Okay. Yeah, extremely plausible. I've never heard of a Lotus Etna.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Right, let's look at these then. So, a Buick Reatta, that's not a vehicle I'm familiar with, but you didn't say what era that car was from, but I'm guessing it must be at least 80s. If you're saying it had a touchscreen interface, I mean, there was no such thing really before the 80s, but early touchscreens did appear in the 80s, at least in the computing world they did. And there were GM cars that, had weird touchscreen. There was a Corvette that had a really trick dashboard with all sorts of kind of Knight Rider style graphics and things on it. And I seem to recall seeing sort of very, very early rudimentary touch stuff in some of those vehicles.
I remember the C4 definitely had a digital dash.
It did.
I wouldn't be so bold to say it was touch screen.
No, I don't think that car had. I don't think that car had touch, but I think there were vehicles perhaps that did. So that I sort of, I quite like that. I think it's plausible. Peugeot H2X. See this. Something tells me this is total bobbins. It's not something I've ever heard of, which doesn't mean it isn't a thing. But I don't know. Hydrogen concept with a methanol reformer to generate hydrogen on board. But that would... So you would refuel it by giving it methanol?
Yes, because the idea being it could be filled up in a conventional manner.
Yeah. Okay. So it would generate its own hydrogen.
Yeah. So that was the entire sort of premise behind it. Going, well, hydrogen makes sense because they were like, well, that's the future of propulsion. However, with the methanol reformer, it means that we can not introduce inconvenience. It can be filled up as quickly and as simply as your standard internal combustion car.
Piston car, yeah, okay. But it would run on hydrogen, but it generates its own hydrogen. I don't know about this. But then I don't know enough about the technology to know whether that you're talking complete arse or if that's even a possibility. You've just made that up. It's entirely possible, isn't it? Now, the Etna V8 supercar. Cancelled when GM pulled the funding. Yeah, probably. That's the history of Lotus, isn't it, really? Someone pulled the funding and that was the end of that. I've never heard of it. 4-litre V8. I guess the fact that I've never heard of it would make... I don't know. Quite sparing on the details on that one. But yeah, okay. Not a lot to go on there.
No.
But I've never heard of it, so chances are it's not. It never got past concept stage, presumably. Well, I mean, you said it didn't, so which would explain why I've never heard of it. Is what I mean. Is what I was trying to say. But the brain
the
put the words together in the right order. Yes,
bloody bugger, that is.
It is. Okay. I like the. I like number 1 and number 3 for being truthful. Number 2, I think, could be a load of dingo's kidneys. Is that going to be is that what I'm going with? I haven't got the brain capacity to go too deep on these, so I am going to say Buick is true. Peugeot is false because I think it's just too complicated. And Lotus is true.
You're locking those in.
I'm going to go with that.
Whoa, blimey. That's for a tired man with a tired brain. He's locked him in.
Yes.
So, I mean, I could draw it out. Don't know if I've got it in me tonight.
No, you're in no better state than I am.
No, I've got nothing. Let's not beat around the bush, then, eh? This evening, with your wrecked intellect, you are entirely correct.
Hey, how about that?
There you go.
How on earth did that happen?
That's all right. So let's talk you through it.
Yeah, let's go into these. Yeah.
Yes, so you were entirely correct. The Buick Reatta was a child of the 80s, very late 80s. It was its production span was 88 to 91, and it had an atrocious CRT touchscreen. And it was, believe it or not, and I'm glad you're sitting down for this, notoriously unreliable.
No, I won't have that. No. Of course, how is that possible?
Dreadful.
No, I'm sure I've seen, I don't know if it was that car specifically, but I'm sure I've seen a GM car of that era, or GM Group car of that era, with some sort of atrocious touchscreen.
Oh, it could be this. It is atrocious. Yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, please do.
I bet it's really awful.
It's bad. So number 2. Now, you were convinced this was complete bobbins. Actually.
Oh my word! Sorry, I've just found a picture of said touchscreen. Yeah, that's terrible. Isn't it?
Bad. Yeah, the Peugeot H2X. So this never existed.
Okay.
That was a bit of bobbins. I threw this in to sort of see if you'd bite. However, it is based on fact. Late 90s, Peugeot did actually experiment with hydrogen-powered cars, but an H2X with methanol reformer, and that is the bobbins bit. That was embellishing it a little bit too much.
I thought it just sounded too complicated.
But I thought, well, I'm going to base it on the fact that they have dabbled with it as tech, and Peugeot do weird things, so that was my logic behind it.
They do from time to time, and I'm sure, like Peugeot, lots of companies have experimented with it. It just didn't quite ring true. I don't know why.
That's all right.
I thought, well, why not, you're putting methanol in it to make it quicker to fill, and then converting it to hydrogen. I thought, surely what you'd need on board in order to make that process work, I mean, you'd take up the whole boot or something. There'd be nothing. I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. So I don't know. It just didn't ring true.
It's all right. Right. What was next? The
Lotus.
The Lotus, the Etna. So that was real. So it was a concept in '84. Giugiaro designed with a Lotus designed V8.
Never look at this thing.
And in '86, I think it was, that when GM had the largest share in Lotus by that point, I think they basically like, nah, you're all right. You're hemorrhaging cash enough as it is. Let's not do this. So they pulled the car and I think the engine at that time.
Right. It's not a bad looking old thing. You can see it's Giugiaro.
Oh yeah,
A little bit Lotus-y, a little bit DeLorean-y, particularly at the back, the big lights, and yeah, you can see it's Giugiaro. Yeah, that would have been quite cool. A little bit of esprit there.
Yeah. It's a cool looking thing, but yeah, you can kind of see why it never emerged into existence.
Yeah. Still, I've never heard of it. So that's there. I've learned something. Very good. Yeah.
That's all right.
And gained a point. There you go. You see, we're back to just 1 point apart again.
Oh. No. Yeah, you're all right. So we're 13-12.
You cannot get more than 2 points ahead.
I cannot.
No.
No, it's remained stubborn and very much consistent, isn't it?
It has.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is fine.
Well, what a result given the state of my brain. Very good.
Oh yeah, brains are ruined. Absolutely buggered. Okay. So, well, that's that parked for another week. We'll come back to it. It's my turn to guess wildly next week.
Well, you'll need your brain next week, but hopefully it will have recovered a bit by then.
Yeah, I'd like it to be back in within normal operating parameters. That would be really greatly appreciated. Yes. I suppose that we should go back to the world of JLR temporarily, shouldn't we?
Oh, could touch on it. Yeah.
So as of today, I think I read the article. All production lines are now back up and running.
Excellent news. That's very good. Happy with that. Yes.
Yeah. So it means Halewood, Slovakia, Solihull, all of them are. Castle Bromwich as well.
Yep. Yeah.
I think we're all back up and running.
Full speed.
What's interesting is that I've read that JLR will be presenting its second quarter financial report in November.
Oh
God.
Oh, that could be a sticky meeting, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. There's going to be a bit of a dent in that.
Yeah. I wouldn't normally pore over that sort of thing. However,
no, might be worth a look, mightn't it?
Might be probably worth a read, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's it's interesting as like I've seen a few articles try and break down what's happened, and it's just no one's got it. No one's got anything of note.
No, that's going to be a very closely guarded secret, isn't it?
It is. I mean, all we know it's the same group that went for Marks and Spencer back in May.
Right. Okay. They also went for the Co-op, I believe.
Oh yes, I do believe you are correct.
But the Co-op avoided it by unplugging their servers.
Well, old school fix, but yeah.
Oh, it's going to work though, isn't it? You can't knock it.
Yeah. So there's been no official sort of talk, but there's been claimed that customer data had been obtained, but
I have seen that claim as well, but there's been no confirmation of that. Yeah.
I won't go into specifics, but in the same article and from the same source, some online messages saying that it was a well-known flaw in a piece of third-party software that was exploited.
Or pass the buck there. Okay.
That just to be clear, that was not JLR that said that. It was some messages online.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. That's what Harrods, who were recently hit as well, claimed, that it was actually not a failure of their own systems. It was the third party system that actually had been compromised.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that is the case with JLR, don't
Well,
know.
just don't know.
But no. Whether there's anything you could, because if they have a data breach, they have to, by law, report that to the Information Commissioner's office.
Yeah.
So whether that is on record anywhere, don't know.
I don't know. I don't. Well,
No.
But interesting nonetheless. Yeah, I won't. Obviously, I'm not going to delve into the conjecture on it. I'll leave it
No,
at
no,
third
no,
party.
no. Nor should we. But that's interesting.
Mm.
Still doesn't explain the amount of time it's taken to get everything up and running again. But
quite yes.
That I find very puzzling. But I'm delighted that they are up and running again.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully their government money and their profits from last year can see them through.
Yes, I think it'll be all right. I'm not that bit doesn't massively concern me, but
no, the rebranding of Jaguar is still massively concerning.
that bit's just. I mean, that's still baffling.
Yeah, it is.
I got nothing on that. I think we'll be here all night trying to decipher that particular one. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we should do that. Yeah, but you're delighted to hear that they're back up and running again. I think that's marvelous, and now all those rich people can get their Range Rovers again.
Well, that is a relief, isn't it?
Yeah, I was really worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So, one bit of noteworthy news today, I think it was actually, that Toyota have confirmed the successor to the Lexus LFA.
Ooh.
One of the most revered modern supercars, I suppose we should say.
Yes, I would say so. Certainly a favourite of Mr. Clarkson.
Yes, he's all over that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a few images out, and there's like a side-by-side photo of the headlamps of The Soul Lives On, and yeah, you can see where they're going with it.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no particular mention of what it's gonna be yet, in terms of what's underneath. There's no mechanical configuration been confirmed. The assumption would be V8.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Unlikely to be anything else, I would have thought.
I mean, I know the LFA was V10, and that was its party piece. But do you know what? It's one of those cars you just go, yeah. You know what? At the time when it came out, you thought, it's quite cool. And as time has passed, that car's got cooler and cooler and cooler. And I think it's probably right to have a successor.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it'll sell.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm assuming now I'm going to be Googling on the fly here, which is always great entertainment.
That's good for a podcast, that. Yeah, but our listeners love to listen to us typing.
Yeah. Blimey. So I'm just looking at, like you say, that they're sought after and revered. So asking price new was All the answers are given it to me in dollar bills, but that's okay. Call it $380,000, and like used prices now are anywhere sort of 800 to $1 million.
Oh, I didn't know it had gone like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Very popular then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we're getting one, are we?
Well, it seems unlikely, and this is another thing as well. Like, it was obviously a limited run, so there's 500 of them made.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was short lifespan. December 2010 to December 2012.
Okay.
And you know what? It's still. I've ended up skimming pictures of it. It still looks really good.
It's a very contemporary design, isn't it? And it wasn't the sort of design that was gonna age badly. So
No.
I think they were on with a safe bet there, and Lexus is a brand that's so well thought of that the chances are it was going to be it was a future classic.
Yeah. Oh, blimey. And just looking through these, God, when I've offered in proper colours as well.
That is true. It was. There's some very bright, nice colours. Yeah, that is true. Which is good and quite a rare thing these days.
Yeah, I found a paint codes website, and the standard colours were like very cool. The special colours were very cool, and supposedly there were 3 special colours that were never actually ordered, but offered, but never
really?
taken up. Yeah.
Well, okay, nobody wanted them.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, I mean, this is not an official website by any stretch, but it looks like the 3 that were never ordered were potentially passionate pink, lavender, and moss green.
Passionate pink. Okay.
And it's as pink as you think it's going to be.
Is it? Nobody wanted it in pink. How strange. Surprised the green didn't do better.
There were plenty of other greens. It was just that one specific green.
Okay, fair enough. Green's making a bit of a comeback at the moment. A lot of greens around.
Yeah, there is. Well, get pervy about the Porsche greens. They're lovely, but greens in general. It's nice to see those.
There's a Peugeot knocking around here that's in an extremely nice shade of green. I'm not normally interested in Peugeots, but the colour of and I'm still not, but the colour is very nice. Very dark metallic green.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a colour that's gonna ruin you, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, when you say it's on a Peugeot, what sort of Peugeot are we talking?
We're talking a very new electric Peugeot.
Yeah, I see. And in what body style, may I ask?
Yeah, not one of our favourite body styles.
I see. It's an SUV, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to just remind you that I said, but a few moments ago, I was not interested in the car. I was focused on the colour.
No, I'm not tarring you with any brushes there. I just happened to be curious about it.
Yeah, sadly, it's one of those, but it's a very nice colour. So there's a green Aston Martin just down the road as well, but less said about that, the better, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a nice shade of green.
No, we'll gloss over that.
Yeah, I think we should, much as Aston Martin should have.
Can I touch on? We segued just temporarily onto SUVs there.
Well, sort of, yeah.
Sort of, yeah. There was an interesting article that came out today, and it's news from Cardiff.
Well, there's a phrase you don't hear very often.
No.
Just in from Cardiff.
Yes. Motorists who drive SUVs or other large vehicles are set to be charged more to park in Cardiff.
Wow, I like the sound of this.
So, the reasoning behind it is it's part of the whole clean city thing that they're going for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the way that they're going to work this one is it's been approved in principle for additional charges for cars weighing over 2.4 tons.
Most SUVs then.
Yeah. I'm going to try something here. Bear with. I'm going to try it because I don't know the answer. So the reason I'm going to try something a bit new here is I'm going to attempt AI. I'm going to try it. So I'm going to ask it.
You can't trust what it tells you.
No, this is going to be caveated in such like, but I'm going to ask it, how many new cars for sale in the UK today are over 2.4 tons?
Okay. It's a simple data request. Let's see how it does.
Well, that's fucking useless.
There's a man using AI. There you go. That's what happens.
The only thing is I admire AI for its honesty there. It went, I don't have a reliable source that gives an exact number of new cars for sale in UK today with curb or gross weight of 2.4 tons or greater.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it hasn't made it up.
Oh, this is interesting. It's like most passenger cars are much lighter than 2.4 tons. Vehicles weighing 2.4 tons or more would most likely be large SUVs, pickups, heavy-duty luxury models, or possibly commercial/dual-use vehicles.
Yes, SUVs were in that list, I noticed.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay. There was a lot of hoo-ha recently around the new BMW M5, wasn't there?
There was.
Saying it was a chunky boy.
Yes, bit of a hefter. Yes.
Supposedly. So let's see if that would fall victim to this, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
Is that it? It looks hideous enough to be. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Ooh, don't drive that into Cardiff. You're 110 kilos over.
Wow, there you go. Right, so don't buy a M5 if you live in Cardiff.
There you go. Or visit, even if you've got one.
Yeah. Wow. What did you? What's the weight limit again?
So the Cardiff limit is 2.4 tons, and the BMW M5 is a smidge over 2.5 tons.
Interesting.
It's mad.
Interesting. Yet a car you might expect would fall foul of that doesn't. The Tesla Model S is 2.1 tons, so it'd be okay.
Well, that's all right then.
There we go. So you can't have an M5, but you can have a Model S.
Interesting. I probably don't want either as it stands.
No, you probably don't. But I just, it's data. It's data. We like data.
Yeah, I mean, all right. We slag it off. We've made jokes about it. The Model Y sells like hotcakes, and that's under that weight limit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So you can have that. That'd be fine.
Because it's like, so this weight limit then. This seems to be fairly tolerant then.
It does sound like it's going for the real big boys, isn't it?
All right,
The real fat
Okay.
cat cars is what it's aimed at.
Right, fat cat cars, Range Rover. I'm gonna have a look. What do they?
I
weigh?
was just gonna say. Yes, you're all right in a Jaguar XJR. In case anyone's interested,
That's all right.
that's fine.
I'd be
Yeah. You're nowhere near the limit in that.
Yeah, it's safe to say, regardless of specification, all variants of the latest Range Rover exceed that limit.
Okay, none of those then. Yeah, that is the vehicle they had in mind when they wrote that regulation, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, they will have had a picture of a Range Rover on the table and said, "We need to stop these."
Yeah,
and
if you could,
what they've based it.
If you could ban that'd be terrific. Yeah.
Yes.
Now this is interesting. Depending on which Defender you buy.
Oh, well, it's a beefy boy these days.
Yeah. You're gonna full fat. I'm assuming. Look, it's not the clearest specification here. However, I think the rough gist is a 90 is all right. Anything more is not all right.
Again, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Really.
But yes.
Yeah.
It feel like we know what their target audience is for this particular piece of legislation.
I think so. My car's okay as well. I've just checked. The XF Sport Brake weighs in at 1.8 tons, so we're fine right on that front. I'm fine. Yes.
No, you're all right. I mean, I suppose I could do a token gesture and check mine.
I think we could actually put your car in my car's boot and we'd still be okay.
Yeah, I think mine is 1175 kilos.
Okay.
So yeah, probably fine.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
It was just
interesting move. I think we're going to see more of that.
Yeah, and it was one of those ones that I initially heard it on the radio, and then I was like, "Did I hear that right?" And then went off and found and read the article. And I thought that's interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, and as I said, I think we're going to see a lot more of that sort of thing in city centres. Yeah, and it does make some sense to do it by weight.
Yeah. I follow the reasoning. I think we've got a point now where we probably need to make some sort of shift or combination in legislation. It can't be solely about CO2 now.
No, in city centres certainly, because they are a bit grim, and sort of relaxing it as you move further out from the centre, I think makes sense.
Yeah, we've said before as well, like London's one is corrupt. That needs properly looking at. That's ridiculous.
Because the sort of vehicles that are completely exempt, it makes no sense at all.
That's it. You go, oh, do you want a supercharged V8? Yeah, pop in.
Yeah,
but
no problem. On you go. Yes.
But then you go, well, if I took the van to London, I would get like fully ruined on that.
Oh yeah, they'll charge you through the nose to drive that in. Yes.
Whereas actually, in terms of what comes out the back of it, is way cleaner than what comes out the back of something with a whacking great V8 in it. It's like, well, all right, we're not going to tax the people who live here and are wealthy. What we'll do is we'll tax the people who are trying to get around and do business.
Yes, do some business.
Yeah.
Yes. The rules cannot be made to make sense. It's just ludicrous.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. We had, I mean, Dieselgate aside, we had a big push from the government to go, we'll buy diesel. And then,
we did.
And then shortly after, diesel's awful, don't buy that. I'm like, we've already got them now.
Hang on, we've spent all my money now.
Yeah.
Like, can't be changing this quick.
I know. Let's do it. Yeah, they can jog on. But
Yes, they don't. They don't have a clue. On that subject, actually, if I may, before we think about putting this one to bed, there and I was reading earlier, an independent study has found that hybrid vehicles pollute almost as much as petrol and diesel. Who'd have thought?
Well, it's almost like they've still got an engine.
Strange, isn't it? And a big tank of horrible fuel. Yes.
It's
an independent commission has found that plug-in hybrids pollute almost as much as petrol and diesel cars. They emit just 19% less CO2 than their equivalent non-hybrid variants.
I mean, it's better than nothing, but yeah, it's to say it's papering over the cracks is probably a safe bet.
I agree.
We are really buggered for choice at the moment, aren't we? We've, in all fairness, I couldn't knowingly go out and buy an electric car at the moment. I really don't fancy taking that sort of hit.
It's a difficult choice at the moment. Yeah, I agree in many ways.
But there's a part of me as well that like would go round the classifieds and go, well, actually, why don't I just go and buy a 20, 25-year-old car?
At the moment, I'm not against electric cars, well, neither are you, but I do, as a means of propulsion, I have absolutely no problem with electric, but obviously I had one. But yes, I'm inclined to agree with you that actually an older car at the moment makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
I think we need to see where the industry's going. It's all in such turmoil at the moment. I don't think anything can be trusted.
No, I think the way forward is if new wheels were to be required, on my part, I would go older. It means you can just buy it. No finance nonsense, none of this stuff. No colossal depreciation. You just buy it.
Nope. It's done all that.
If things need doing to it, we just pay for those. And in the long run, you are money rich in the long run.
Well, you are, and you're not causing somebody somewhere to have to build you a new car, which of course uses a load of energy and has a load of emissions associated with it. So, and if that car is not made in the UK, which it probably wouldn't be, you're just moving the problem somewhere else. So, and I think the direction of the industry, the direction of governments, direction of legislation, all needs to be better understood before we were to even consider anything like that. And as you know, I keep an eye on the used prices of Tesla Model S's in particular, and in terms of used prices, they are coming down nicely. 9 grand you can have a Model S for now. And you might think that's very tempting, and it is very tempting. It's a lot of car for the money, and there's a strong argument for going that way. What makes me nervous about it actually is not the car so much, it's the state of the company, and so much that's in a Tesla is based on their infrastructure and talking to their servers in the cloud. And I would just be a little bit nervous of what if anything were to happen to that. They've lost a lot of market share, admittedly not really anything to do with anything the company has done, ironically.
No, just him and his gob.
It's just, yes, the product is still good, But I would just so much of the car would simply stop working if Tesla and its infrastructure wasn't there.
It's an incredibly valid point.
And it just makes me look. Now, I'm sure in the event of something going wrong, somebody would pick up all that infrastructure and things. But, you then got to think, well, all right, but all this stuff that's currently kind of comes with the car and is for free, somebody going to start charging me for, all the various functions that are in the car. And, because everything's done by the central screen, I mean, it's to an extreme in a Tesla. If all that back-end infrastructure was suddenly not there, what are you left with? So that
wants a heated windscreen. That'll be a £5 a month. Yeah.
Yes, exactly that sort of thing. And it just makes me nervous, which is why I've kind of, not pursued that. And still running the faithful old sport brake.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for it. Yeah. Blimey. Did you see that?
Go.
That was consumer advice right there.
Oh my word, it was, wasn't it?
It was. That was genuinely useful. Bloody hell.
I do think though what you have inadvertently promoted there really is buying something like a Rev P6.
Perfect. Yeah, that's your everyday car. All done.
Or to go back a little way, just buy a Mark 1 Focus.
That's ringing more true every bloody day at the moment. Yes.
Yeah, it really actually is.
Oh yes, yeah, solid advice right there.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.